Wagwan guys, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. I cannot complain myself. Very interesting story. You got two YouTubers, right? They're business partners. They are getting a 30 piece. Well, they can get up to 30 years in prison. Yet to see what the judge is, actually going to give them. But they were torturing this lady's kids, right? Their name is, both of their names is Ruby Frank. That was her kids, and then her business partner is Jodi Hildebrandt, and they were arrested and charged, though they pled guilty to child abuse. That is like, I mean, come on, man, child abuse, really? This is ridiculous. You're supposed to have this nice suburban middle class life picture you're painting for everybody, and you're putting it on social media. Everything is, nice and beautiful, white picket fence, and there's nothing can be done. And these guys are abused. And then guess what? Their YouTube channel is on parenting. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is so weird, grimy, it's sardonic. It's like, it's just that, right? I mean, this is, what is it? How do you say it? This is an incubus. I mean, come on, man. This is just downright, devilish. That's what it is, man. These guys are putting up a front. They got their supply going. We're teaching you guys, and everyone who's following them, you guys are just that subject. You guys, judgment is hanging in the balance. You're subject to criticism because your judgment is poor. And you following these guys, watching these guys. They got a parenting channel, and that's their supply, right? They're getting all the eyes. Like, look at us. We're teaching you guys how to parent. Meanwhile, they're torturing this lady kids. And I'm surprised the husband didn't know, because it looks like she has a husband that's in the picture. Like, literally, he's in a few of the pictures, and I'm like, I wonder what he was doing. Is he getting charged? Like, how does this work? Is this well kept secret, like just that? Oh my goodness, man. It's just so, you see stuff like this and it's just like so sad. Like, all the pictures, still shot after still shot, them just posing for the camera. And these guys are just the worst, abusing kids. The first thing that says is that, that's some self-hatred, insecurity, right? Child abuse does come from insecurity, I believe, right? Very insecure, and you're like inflicting your will, which is, this is illegal. This is abuse, and you're abusing helpless kids, your kids. I think one of the sons or one of the kids broke free from Hildebrandt's house, and that's how everything was discovered, bruising and all that stuff. I think they were malnourished. It's so many stories that's similar to this. It was another YouTuber lady, and like her son was helping her. Like, I think her son was helping her with this whole plan, this whole plot. And he actually passed away, malnourished, the whole 10. And she called the cops, I think the day that he ended up passing away. And then, like, this is ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying? This is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? You can't even say slam dunk case, but it's like, what's your moral grounding? Like, what's the backing behind this? What's the means to an end? Like, this is just what you do. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of back and forth that, like, you do until it's game over. Very sick individuals. Man, I was watching this audit, basically. And this is how some people are. This is like the best example I can give to you. This is how some people are. So, very sick in nature. I'll try to draw some comparison if I can, but I'll just share this story with you guys. So in this audit I was watching, this video basically, this lady is basically has an ongoing feud with this lady. She lives downstairs from her. They don't like each other. They're like basically just that, neighbors, right? Okay. And this lady, they don't really get along, but somehow this lady is like always messing with her kids, you know, and she has like boys or whatever. She has a few boys, I guess, that I saw. And she says to really not basically that was the understanding. If you guys are not getting along, why would you be trying to hang out with her kids? And like, she lives there in the apartments, and it's like, try to not interact, you know what I'm saying? Like, what, it's this illusion of sanity. That's how hard it is to even like give a response to some of this stuff, because you see the roller coaster that, I mean, it's a roller coaster of emotions that you go through, and it's just unbelief, and it's unbelief, and when it's finally found out, you're like, this is why these people are crazy. So she's like begging for the kids to come inside her house and play the video games. Mind you, they don't like each other, right? But somehow she's like cool with the kids that plays in front of her house. And guess what? They're her neighbor's kids. So like, they live there. They're good, you know, that's their space. And now you're like invading and intruding on these guys' youth playing in the front yard or whatever of their apartment. And so the kids go inside this lady's house. They're playing the game. Mind, you know, I'm not even going to say it for the third time. They don't like each other. So her kids are now in this lady's house. This lady is a adult. These are like little bitty minor kids. And then she's like, you know what? And they go inside her house to play a video game. And then like one of the cartridges, like one of the video games that they have, comes up missing, and she kicks the kids out. She starts yelling at them. That was the hook. Like, they're looking for some type of supply. That's what it is. It's a big ruse. It's a big game. And so, you know, is just like, I mean, some straight up, this is like real, this is some real evil stuff. This is like some evil empire type stuff. You feel me? And so she shakes it up. She shakes up the whole mood of the block, and she's going off. She ends up running down on the mother of the kids, and then like basically, literally her words, throws a haymaker. You feel me? Throws a haymaker to this lady. And then that's when they start going at it. And the lady is like explaining to the cops like how she told her, my kids can't go. You see what I'm saying? It's sad, dude. I can't even finish it, man. It's like she's explained to the cops that like, hey, you know, I told her basically my kids can't go in your house, right? Like, and they don't. That's like a known thing. You feel me? And like, she's trying to tell the cops like, you know, she doesn't do this. You feel me? And when the lady came up to her, she's coming up to her looking for, you know, an argument. And she tells the lady, hey, like, bag up, you're in my space. And she's like, she kind of like pushes her back. You feel me? Like, hey, you're in my space. And like, the lady flies with the handle. Oh, and then she throws a haymaker or whatever, right? Basically what I'm saying is, you have some people, they gonna eat it up. They gonna eat that up, man. You got some people that's gonna eat it up. It's no breaks, 0 breaks. They're gonna take as many yards, and they're gonna intrude on your rights, your freedom, your you know, your pursuit of happiness. They're gonna, all your unalienable rights, they're gonna eat that up. They're gonna eat it up, man. And it's and the minute you tell them no or to bag up, because they're intruding on your rights. That's when they're utmost disrespect. So it's like a chess game to not even get involved in situations like that. But, to try to draw some comparison, that's exactly what's happening here. Basically, you just got two psychopaths, and they're just gonna run it. They're gonna run it, and that's like the game that they're playing. Like, they have this audience. They got a YouTube channel on parenting. Meanwhile, they're abusing the kids. They created this big ruse, this big facade, so that they can abuse the kids and like get some type of, supply off of that. Get some type of juice, so they can wake up the next day and this is what they do. This is what they do, and it amazes me, man. It amazes me, and then how these people get the followings they get, and it's leaps and bounds beyond what I'm even able to try to comprehend. You feel me? How some people mind state. It's a mental illness. That's what it is. And these guys are so apologetic. Both of them up there. I'm so sorry for what I did. Man, dude. It's ridiculous at the end of the day. And I seen this video. I'm like, man, your heart goes out to situations like that, and they're doing it to their own kids. That's very shameful. Very shameful, man. Low self-esteem, insecurity, and then just downright child abuse. Think about that. These are two adults. 3 if you count that story I was telling you. Who they just get off on abusing kids. Making some, and not just that's one part of it, but then the whole story to then make you have to believe it. If you don't believe it, it's no fun. You know what I'm saying? They just can't do bad. They have to hide their hand and then make everybody believe that, we're doing good, and it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous, the games people play. But I had to get my 2 cents on that. I mean, I really could go super deep in depth and try to give this story more, not more respect. I think I've given this story the most respect I can give it. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Very sad. You just got to know, you see stories like this, and it's no wonder you can pass people, because, they continue to do what they're doing. They're going to be spending the rest of their life or a good amount of it in jail. And that's just what happened in this story. That's what I got for you guys. Peace. I'm out. Oh yeah, and that lady, she definitely went to jail. That lady in the example I gave you, she cops end up calling her son, and the son had the video game. She straight up, like, just literally terrorized everybody, and her son had the video game. Threw haymakers and everything. And this lady could not understand why she was going to jail. She couldn't comprehend it. That was the furthest thing from reality, from what was it was just impossible, guys. Peace, man. I'm out.